Hey everyone, I'm Akshita and this is part 2 of our weekly series Digital Art Adventures. So let's dive into our amazing tools once again. In the last video we explored some of the basics and today we are diving into rest of awesome tools that will help you create stunning digital art in no time. But if you haven't watched the part 1 yet, do check it out now. The link is in the description and pinned in the comment section. But before we jump in, I've got some exciting news. Next week, I will be posting art challenges, practices, and tips, school references on my Instagram. So be sure to follow and not miss out. My Instagram handle is dreamyillustrator_. Link is also in the description. So do join and stay updated in the fun. Plus, I will be launching some cool collabs soon and you won't want to miss out. Also, if you are wondering when we will start drawing, so don't worry. From next week or our next video, we will definitely start learning proper sketching. Alright, without taking much of your time, let's get into it and unleash your creativity with these incredible tools. Let's go. Alright, so let's dive in. In the last video, we concluded with the color panel. So now let's start with the layer which I consider the most crucial part of the digital art. So that's the button at the bottom right corner, the second button. When you click on it, you can see your layer panel. So now, one by one, let's start discussing its tools and uses. At first, you can see a white square, complete plain white square in your layer section, and below that is a plus sign. When you click on that, you can add multiple layers. But before that, so let's first know what layer is. A layer is like when we create watercolor art, acrylic art, or even sketching, we do things by layer, right? First we do sketching, then we do the outline proper. So digital art is no different. But when you do sketching, you first create the outline, then you sketch it, and then you erase the unnecessary lines, right? So in digital art, you don't need to necessarily erase it. What you can do is in layer 1, you can draw your basic sketch. In layer 2, you can outline it properly and then you remove the layer 1. It saves much of trouble and is very useful. So the plus button is used to add multiple layers. You can add as many layers as you want. There's no limit to that as of now. Then come to the right side bottom. Not extreme bottom, but the layer panel. Can you see the three dot? When you click on that, you can see various things. I will explain them gradually when required. But focus here on the rename layer option. You need to name your layers so that you don't forget or get confused while drawing. So using this option, you can name your layers very easily. For example, you click on that and write outline in the layer which you have drawn outline. And then you write next layer in which you have drawn the basic sketch. Write sketch. It can help you remember it and much organize your work. Now above that is the delete layer option. From where by clicking on it, you can delete the selected layer. For example, for now we have selected the sixth layer, and when you click on it, your layer will get deleted. Move a layer up or down, numbers will automatically change, but the name will remain the same. Now above that is the merge layer option, merge down. You can use this layer to merge two or more different layers. Suppose once you have completed your artwork, now you want to finish and save it. You can either leave it like that or you can merge different layers. See, I will show you how it works. Suppose I create this stroke and then I create another stroke in another layer. Now In the layer in which I created the greenish stroke is below the layer in which I created the bluish. I don't exactly remember the name of this shade, so I will just simply call it bluish. In this bluish color, the bluish is in third layer, and the bluish is in third layer, and the yellowish is in the second layer. So I'm now moving second layer above the third layer. See, can you notice the change at this cross point? So that's somehow that layer, how layer thing works. Now let's merge down. See, now both the work have come into a single layer. I am able to use them at once since I have merged layer. Now I have undone it. Now I am in layer 3. I erase it. That is the part that I did in the third layer. The part that I did in the second layer is totally untouched. So I hope that gave you the basic idea of how layering things work. Above that is flip layer vertical, flip layer horizontal. Like in this you can flip the angle. That is the move layer. So now with the help of this you can move your layer here and there like this. You can move your complete layer. Now let's move back to our left side. Here I've already explained you the use of plus button. Now let's move to the next buttons. On the right side of the plus button there are flip canvas horizontal, and below that is the flip canvas vertical. So in this you can flip the whole canvas. The ones provided on the right side are for layers, but the one on the left side is for the complete canvas, complete artwork. Below that is a option for adding special layers, adjustment, duplicate, or add layer from canvas or duplicate layer. And below that is the camera icon from which you can import your images for references, outlining, and base image, etc. And now you can also see a slider here at the bottom. It's for increasing and decreasing the opacity of the layer. And in the layer 3 now, it's 100%, but as you move the slider, it will decrease. This feature is very useful in outlining and overdoing layers. So that was all about layers. Layers is a thing that is very complex and people take time to understand it. So you will understand it more better now as we move forward. Now let's move on to the tools that are on the upper section of our screen. So on the right side, the first button is for materials. From here you can choose various materials and put them on your canvas for helping you draw. Now I will make a separate video on this because this is a very huge thing. Like by huge thing I mean this is a very vast now this is a very vast thing. So we will discuss this in a further video. Not usually discussed very much by creators, but we will give a few separate videos to this part. Now beside it is the ruler option. Here you can find two types of rulers, ruler and symmetry ruler. Now rulers are mostly used by people to create backgrounds and patterns or especially mandalas. Now I will explain the further use of tools in the upcoming videos. For now you just know that there is a straight ruler, circular ruler, elliptical ruler, radial ruler, mirror ruler, rotation ruler, kaleidoscope ruler, array ruler, and also a perspective array ruler. Now let's move to the option beside that. Now it's a hand-like icon with one finger out. So when you click on it, at top you can see stabilizer, which is on off now. So stabilizer is used to stabilize the strokes. When stabilizer is off, you can your strokes will not be as much balanced and smooth. But with stabilizer on, your strokes will be much smoother. I recommend using stabilizer at 7 to 9. Maximum value is 10 and the minimum is off or 0. Now below that is force field, that it is used to increase the starting and the end stroke. Below that is the method I will explain you while sketching. Below that is the drawing tool you must have used in your paint app, like for drawing different things and particular shapes you can use it. Now let's move to the last option. Here, this is used with the help of this tool. You can add your reference window. You can also add grid. Like using these sliders, you can set up your grid. And at last, there is display when zoomed. So it's smooth and pixelated. Now I will show you it. I have zoomed it very highly. So you can see it's very smooth. Now I will do it pixelated. Now can you see the difference? There is a pixel it's showing in a pixelated way. Come to the end of our video. So if you have not subscribed to my channel and like this video, do it now. So now move to the left upper part. Here you can see two buttons, undo button and redo button. On the left it's undo, on the right it's redo. So I don't think I really need to explain what this does. Now come to the bottom of your screen on the right side. Now arrow is showing. When you click on this arrow, you can see 5 things. Get Prime membership and guide on how to use and the settings. And below it is the save image. With the help of this button, you can save your images. By clicking on OK button, your image will be saved to your phone gallery. And below it is back to my gallery. When you click on it, you are entering your gallery on the IBIS Paint app. That was our introduction of tool. And all for today's video. If you hadn't checked out my Instagram handle, do subscribe and watch the previous part if you haven't yet, to be in the full swing in the fun. So let's close this video now. Next part will be coming very soon on the next Sunday evening. Till then,